Hello and welcome to the Division 4 podcast. I'm James Floriani, and to my left I have Mr. Packer fan himself, Brent Callender, and we have our Packer Tukes right here for you guys to see. It's Packer Nation, baby.
Takeover.
Packer Nation takeover. Yo, we got each other's back. It's all good.
What's up, James? First week?
First week is in the books. There was a lot of good games on the schedule. Let's jump right into it with our first recap. It's the Bearskins who lost by a large margin to David Hurley Pet Detective, 34-6 final in that one.
I don't like you when this David Hurley Pet Detective is the Marco in the middle team, basically, the change of the name. It's good to see that they've decided to have Matthew Bechara throw. I think he's the better option over Gordon Hogan because Gordon's a better receiver, in my opinion. And it's like you could tell from the stat sheet here that Matthew, he's locked in. I mean, they're coming off a championship in the Dorval Touch League as well, so they kept that momentum going. For me and you, like we said, I think the biggest shocker here is seeing Neil Edison throw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that was a shock to me, honestly, because, Neil Edison, the Bearskins team played in Division B last year.
Exactly.
And they did pretty well. And before that, they were in Division 3. And not only did they play in Division 3, they were undefeated. They went 10-0. So to see, I understand, you don't have Sasha Papic, you don't have J.M. LaPlante anymore, but to see a 34-6 loss was very shocking to me, to say the least.
Marco Bertoli's still on this team, Jacob Peterson's still on this team, and Kevin Libman's still on the team. So it's not like there's such a massive drop-off in talent. These are still, these guys could still play in Division 3 like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Looking at the roster, they're maybe missing 1 or 2 guys to play in Division 3. So this kind of performance in 4A is a little shocking.
Absolutely.
Do you think it's something to worry about going forward? Or is it just a week one? Is it a week one thing where you just throw it out?
To me, I still believe in the Bearskins because, I've played against them. I know what they're about. Like you said, you mentioned Peterson and Bertoldi, 2 awesome athletes,
some of the best players in FPF.
Some of the best players in FPF, for sure. It doesn't worry me as much because Edinson did, struggle in quite a few games last year as well. But then he would put up really impressive games.
That's true.
So, to me, it's not necessarily Edinson regressing, but more maybe just kind of, shitting the bed.
Off. Yeah.
Basically.
I like how you're straight with it. No hesitation.
Very straight with it.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
Well,
let's jump into our second game over here. We got still teamless that actually tied 5-star. 25-25 was the final in that one. And, what was impressive? What's the tie? That's like
kiss your sister.
Kiss your sister.
Kiss
there.
your sister.
Come on,
that's
man.
all I ever think about
in week one already.
In week one, you're kissing your sister.
Brutal.
Like
that's not good. Save that for the last, last game at
the
least. Jeez.
But this still teamless team is the former FFFT team, and Jonathan Brunt quarterbacking. GM's put together a really strong roster again for a 4A team. I like the additions of Craig O'Brien. Even though he's an elderly gentleman, he's still got a lot of talent, a lot of experience.
Elderly gentleman, I like that.
Well, I play basketball with him. He's still good, so I can joke on Craig. He won't mind. But yeah, this is still a really good roster. I think the more thing that needs to be said about this game is Jordan Moses played well, but faded down the stretch of this game to close out. Like, he had a couple series where he had Jeremy Anderson wide open in the corner, and you've played with Jeremy Anderson. Jeremy Anderson is probably one of the best Division 3 players. And
he's very reliable. He has great hands.
Yeah,
he always just finds a way to get open.
Right?
He's the perfect third down threat.
Exactly. And he was working, doing really well in this game. And then they went away from him. I found as the game got a little closer, maybe Jordan wanted to get more of his teammates involved and get them feeling more confident. But Jordan's game kind of went downhill a bit as the game went on late into the second half. And still teamless never did anything to really try to steal the game back, and win it. So it was like, if both teams were just trying to feel each other out, and no one really went for that shot, to really take the game over and win it.
Were you surprised to see 5-star actually tie them? Because our so-called experts predicted them to be at the bottom of the standings.
The thing is when you watch 5-star play, they're very top-heavy. I'd say their roster is very top-heavy, and the back end of their roster is what, if it slows them down, that will be the cause of it. But I think Jordan is going to want to get them all involved, but 5-star, I see this team being easily 6-4, 7-3 wouldn't surprise me at all. So this is just a blip on the radar maybe, but
with the experience in the championship last year,
exactly. You play with Jordan, right?
Exactly. We won the championship in Division B, so he's a great athlete, and so is Jeremy. And just
pass down some of those J-Flow plays.
I'll go coach on the side.
I'm going to say no because I think the most important game of the year, I have to mention that Simon Dagenet threw 6 touchdowns.
I was hoping to go with that, but now that you brought it up, we have him sitting
yeah,
around the front. He's smiling, he's smirking, he is happy.
He's flexing in the camera. You guys can't see that, but
I'm not flexing.
Yeah, he is. He's feeling real good. No, but Simon, obviously playing in higher divisions and now playing in 4A. He still throws in 3, but throwing in 4A, you can see his experiences.
Absolutely, I think his division, his experience in Division B in the spring really helped out.
Big time.
I've seen him grow as a quarterback. Usually, when I would play him, I'd be like, okay, so every second pass we have a chance to pick.
Yeah.
Now it's mostly like every third pass. So I think there's a lot of improvement there.
In a couple of years, the interception ratio just went up by 1 pass. A little bit more.
Exactly.
I have a question for you about Show Me Your Tees, because you played for this roster.
Yeah.
If Mike Adona doesn't do it this year, do you scrap it? Me personally, I'm done with it. Like
I scrap it because it's an experience that it's I think it's their fourth or fifth season now.
Game manager, would you label him?
I wouldn't say game manager because he does take shots down the field. It's just that there's some games where he's just on and some games where he's off. The season that I did play with them, I only played a few games because I was injured that season, but. What I did notice is he tends to throw some crucial interceptions, but then again, he has he has a great arm and he has the ability to take over games. So if he can kind of learn from his past seasons and past experiences, then I think they can take the next level.
I would just tend to disagree on one of your points because you said he's got a great arm. I don't think his arm is strong enough to throw in Division 4, personally, because I think sometimes when he calls corner routes, he does not have the zip on the ball to get it there, and that's when defenders play the ball really well and pick him off. That's what personally I find when I play him. I would just keep like if you call a 2-4 defense, have those half sitting, and you're gonna get interceptions all day on this guy.
Well,
honestly,
when we played them,
go ahead.
This week, he played really well. He made one mistake. He made one pick. That was it.
I'm trashing him, and he had 5 touchdowns.
On 6th drive, he did score 31 points.
Okay,
so I had one pick. The only exception is his defense didn't make any stops. We scored on every drive, and at the end of the game,
his defense should be making stops. I mean, with Julien Bellevance is a really good player.
Well, you have Eric Quentin as well, and you have Anthony Adona.
Anthony Adona, Alex David, like.
Laurent Koné is a really underrated player. He's comes untackled. Nobody knows him, but he's really good.
Nice. And also, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you guys won with Pease on your team.
Wow,
it
Pease
really
had 30
surprises
yards
me.
and a touchdown? Like,
yeah, I know.
How
crazy is that?
Who was calling the Show Me Your Team defense?
So question for you, with the friends with Benedict's name, do you think that's just another instance of Pease trying to be clever?
Oh, that's all he ever tries to do, and he thinks he's sly with it, and it's like, Pease, we know the routine now.
No,
like, it's not that surprising.
Buddies.
No, I know that, obviously.
But is it just that? Is there like a second? Do you go back home after playing?
Yeah, and is there Benedict's at home?
What do you mean? Brunch buddies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Okay, Simon.
You two, just having Pease and Simon on the same team, they've both played higher divisions. Their experience alone should put
the All-Star.
Yeah.
MVP of the whole league.
Basically the president.
I don't even know why he plays.
Yeah, he could run for president.
Hall of Fame player. Let's skip to the Red Sharks and the Longhorns, where Red Sharks actually pulled off the upset 32-13 over the Longhorns.
Wow.
And we were ready to crown the Longhorns, but I guess they're not who we thought they were.
No, we can't crown them right now, but this is what I would say about the Longhorns. We always know they start slow. The Longhorns got to get the momentum going in the season.
That's not true. Last season they went 3-0.
No, but in past seasons they start like 2 years ago in Division 4. They started like 2-5 or something, and then they won their last couple games.
But for me, like the Longhorns, if they lose, usually it's a blowout, or not a blowout. Sorry, it's a shootout. And in this game, they only managed to score 13 points. John Moody, 11 for 26, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. To me, that's surprising to see. Coming from a guy who, his offense usually puts up some points. Is it a case that age maybe has finally caught up to this team?
I never want to say age is catching up to players in FPF because, we're very sensitive here. Let's just make sure we keep everyone's egos in check. But I think it's maybe not age, but it's like scheme. Like he's been running the same plays for X amount of years. But
they've worked.
They've worked, but I mean, eventually you gotta sprinkle in a couple of new things. When you cook, you don't cook with the same ingredients every time. You gotta spice it up a little bit, right?
Brent, could you cook for me?
I can make you the baddest pork chops on the planet.
I'm down. Let's after this podcast right now.
All right, you got a grill in your car, Simon. We can tailgate before the Packers game.
Barbecue.
Absolutely.
But Louis Bégin for Red Sharks, I played against his team in Division D. It wasn't him throwing, but it was.
Diablos,
that's it. Who was the quarterback for Diablos? I can't remember.
François Martin.
That's it, François Martin. And he wasn't there one week, and Louis Bégin played when I played him. pretty good quarterback, athletic, but I mean, the guys on this team are all his wide receivers, DBs are all like good players. So he just does. All he has to do is just do his job, and this team should be fine. Georges Elivoye could take over this division by himself. One of the better route runners.
That's the one name that I recognize on this roster.
Exactly.
Actually, he's a good player.
Yeah, Zach is also is a stud.
Zach
Nobody knows him because he only plays lower divisions.
Okay,
but he's a really talented player.
So would you say like he's a potential breakout star of the year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. That guy could definitely ball in like D3.
Oh, that's high praise, Simone.
Yeah, no, he's really good. Except he only plays lower division because he only wants to play with his friends.
Zach, whenever you're ready for that come up, link me. I got you.
All right, let's get to our next segment, which is early championship.
Take your time.
Early championship contenders and pretenders in 4A and 4B. So let's start off with 4A.
Okay.
I'm gonna list a few teams, okay, and I want you to say either pretender or contender, and I want you to say why.
Okay.
In 3 sentences or less.
3 sentences. Simon, are you gonna clock me on these 3 sentences? Every time I don't say one, I will buy you a junior chicken.
All right.
No, I take
That's a great deal. I want that deal at 3 a.m. Okay, the first team, David Hurley, Pet Detective.
Contender because of experience, overall talent, deep roster, no fear.
Les Maluds.
Contender, again, because of experience. They've been there before. A lot of really I hate saying good athletes. Well. Yeah, they won Division 5
in their first season.
I don't want to talk about that game because they beat my team in the conference that year. But anyway,
touchy subject.
Yeah, touchy subject. They're a very good team, deep, talented, and they can make a run easily.
Brocasian. With Christian Sarantola.
I don't have any personal vendettas against Sarantola. I'm actually glad his knee's better and everything, but this man's won 1 playoff game. Prove me wrong this year and do something, but pretender for now. Let's go 69ers. Contender with an asterisk because this team tends to fizzle out when the chirp gets to them. So that's going to be the biggest thing to watch this season.
So they're going to like pull a Bengals, basically.
Oh, Vontez Burfict?
They're going to pull a Pac-Man Jones and a Vontez Burfict. Let's go Coyotes.
Big time contender. 1 word. Feeder. 2 words. Feeder brothers.
Okay, so you think...
And there's a guy on their team.
Lambert? Rashkevan, maybe?
No, his number 21. I just played him this week. This guy is...
Josh Feeder, his brother?
Okay, no, it wasn't him. It was another guy. He was...
There's another one. 80, Andrew Langbird's pretty good. He's underrated. People don't know him really much because he doesn't get that ball often.
Rashkevan's a good player, too. But there's another guy. His name, I can't recognize his name, but... Oh, no, it's this guy, Kevin Smuda. This guy's a body player, and he's wicked.
I remember playing Coyotes a few years back when Predators won the championship in D4.
Oh, great memories, eh?
Great memories, obviously. No, but we played Coyotes, and we ended up winning like 56 to 20-something.
Okay.
And in that game, you know, like I could see that they had some good players.
Something was building?
Exactly. They were building towards something good. They just had, on offense at least, and they just had 0 defense.
And go ahead.
So I'm just curious to see if this year is the year that they might, pick up the slack on defense and bring it.
You say that because every year that's what commentators in the FPF community always mention is, can this team play defense?
Yeah.
If they ever play defense, they can win a championship.
Well, they put up 40, but then they lose like 45 to 40.
Exactly.
That's the point. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's you're not going to win games that way anymore. Recipe for Disaster, a team that was finalist last year.
I'm going to say definite contender, but the biggest thing is going to be, will Jake Applebaum regress or progress? Because he's got the talent around him. And if he doesn't make use of it, they won't win. If he does, they could easily go 9-1 and win the championship.
Team Ethnic.
Pretender. I'm not even going to say
that was quick.
Was that
right shots fired.
No,
that was like,
I'm just
like shrugging it off.
I told myself this year I was going to be real on the podcast. And
that's good. I like
Team
that.
Ethnic, every year we always want to hype them up. And what happens? So
they did beat Jim's team that was like loaded with talent. Was it Crisp? Last year in the playoffs.
Right, yeah.
They knocked out Crisp in the first round.
Yeah.
And then
they
got destroyed
what happened?
by
But that's what I'm saying. How are you going to beat Crisp, a team with Liam Mahoney, and then get destroyed the next week? They only play up to the team's competition. That's Team Ethnic's problem.
They had the Beaubagnan brothers that season.
That's
which
true.
They don't anymore.
That's true.
And they had Blanchard too last year when they beat Crisp.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Ethnic got Blanchard?
Ah.
That's interesting. Eskimo Brothers. I like this team. I like Sean Steen.
I like Sean Steen.
I like the whole team. They're
I like
awesome.
the whole team, so I'm not going to say pretend. I'm going to say contender if Sean Steen stays healthy.
Good point.
because he takes licks, that guy, but he gets up every time.
Well, he's definitely the catalyst of that team.
Big time. Stokowski's going to be a huge part, too.
For sure. You know,
that's a little segue for later, right?
It is. It is. I see what you did there.
I like that,
let's go 2 more teams. Let's go Jaegerbomb.
I'm going to say Pretender just because... No.
Do you think they can make the jump from 5?
Pretender. They're going to see the difference in competition. Right. Everyone thinks there's not a big jump from 5 to 4.
They won the first week.
I know, but it's week
Who'd
1.
They play, though?
They got young legs. They're supposed to win.
Wait, what?
They have young legs.
Oh, they beat Maxime Giroux. I'm happy.
You're not old, Brian.
I'm not old, but I'm just saying there's few.
And finally, Bearskins. Do you think they can bounce back and win?
They'll contenders because, like I said before, experience, and they have 3 of probably the best players in Division 4A right now, with Bertoli, Peterson, and Neil Edison when he's on. But I mean, he's not on right now. Got to turn that switch.
Let's go Conference A and let's go East.
Who's
winning that division?
Conference
Very quickly,
A East,
just
recipe for disaster.
Oh. Conference A West.
Wow, I got to pick against my team, so I will say...
Well, you could say TCO, but they're not going to win.
Okay, it's all right. David Hurley, Pet Detective.
Okay, let's go to Conference B East.
I want to say the Fellowship of the Ring because they're loaded, but the consensus... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll stick with them.
Fellowship of the Ring?
Fellowship of the Ring.
And lastly, but not least, Conference B West.
Ooh, I'm gonna take Backyard Bullies. I think
Backyard Bullies.
The combination of Rich Humes and Vinny Galano
and
Steve Stanner.
They're another contender in your.
Yeah,
in your
they
eyes.
are.
Okay.
Dark horse contender though.
Okay. Cool. So let's go on to 4B.
Let's do it.
Where I will name other teams, and you will tell me if they're contenders or pretenders.
Let's do it.
Let's go V Nation.
I'll say contenders. I like the hot start week 1. They got some good players on this team. Bourboin is a good player. This guy Martin Monet's not too bad either. The thing is going to be schedule. They have a lot of winnable games, so I'll say contender.
Okay.
A little of the unknown though.
Yeah, for sure.
We got a tweet in from Ryan Aridi who's saying most of your contenders are in Conference A East. Name one team that will win this division.
Conference A East and 4A?
In 4A?
Well, I think he meant this division as in like the 4A.
Conference A
Who's going to win the championship at the end, not Conference A East, because we said that already.
Okay, well, Ryan, I like that you're watching, number 1. Number 2, Conference A is I'm dropping the bomb right now. The winner is going to be out of Conference 4. Conference A. Conference 4. Yeah, the winner is going to be out of Conference A without a doubt. And in the East, I would say another contender would be Maluds, and I'll throw Eskimo Brothers in there.
I'll throw David Hurley in there as well.
69?
And 69ers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice name drop.
But, okay, all right. If we had to pick one team to win the championship, what's your team?
In Division 4A?
All Division 4A.
Wow, that's bold.
That is bold. I'm going Les Maluds.
I'm going to say David Hurley, Pet Detective. I just think it's the momentum they're playing with right now from
the whole one game they played.
No, from the touch football season.
Okay, gotcha.
It's the same roster.
All right, so let's thank you, Ryan Aridi, for that. I do love you.
You the man, Ryan.
Okay, so let's get back to Division 4B now.
Go ahead, sir.
So we just went through V Nation. Now let's go to Longhorns. Can they come back from that and pull it together?
Can I put like a stipulation in my contender pretender?
That's a big word.
I know.
Brand
going
calendar.
into the thesaurus.
I didn't know you had
Audiobook thesaurus.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could speak.
All right.
I'm going to say if this team is above 500 after week 6, they're a contender.
Okay.
But if they're not above 500 to that point, they'll just fizzle out into the end of the season.
Okay. A team that I personally really like, a team that asked me to play with them, but I couldn't because I didn't feel like playing with 3 teams, the U. I think this is a team that's super talented. I think this is a team that can take the jump, and I think this is a serious championship contender. What do you think?
I agree with you 100% on that. I saw the U play a couple times last year, and I was like, that team could have easily played in Division 4. They didn't need to be in Div 5, and they have a great team. I love the team named the U. They play with that type of swagger, too, on the field, so look for them to make a big leap this year and do big things.
Awesome. Suicide Squad with Kevin Lubin as quarterback.
Lube, you're my boy. I respect you. You're a vet of FFPF, but I'm going to keep it real right now. Like, if he does not make it to at least the conference finals this year, you're done as a quarterback.
Like, go home, yeah.
Done.
You're done.
This roster you have is solid. Jerson Previllon, Mendy Cardachon, who's a stud. He's going to be an all-star easily. What's his name? Fidel Hassan. These guys, all Kevin's got to do is keep it simple. Don't overthink it, Kevin, and your team will be in the finals 100%.
Well, not to mention he's got his legs to focus on too. And
yeah, but no, James, because you're a quarterback who uses his legs, but you know when to throw. Kevin gets caught up in the legs too much, and then when it's time to throw, he doesn't. You can tell he's not comfortable. So I really think he needs to concentrate on being a quarterback.
Well, I think the important part for a running quarterback or a guy that is athletic at the quarterback position, I think the important part is to use your legs, to open up your arm, so to speak. You know what I mean? So like you're making time to throw. You're not always a lot of quarterbacks now, a lot of lower division guys and a lot of guys that just started, they tend to, when they start running, they just look downfield and they're focused on just running. They have no vision. They have no vision at all.
That's a great point,
and some guys don't learn from that. Some guys do.
And when you say playing in the higher divisions, don't you realize now more than ever that when you get an opportunity to break the run, don't you look downfield a little bit? The only time I run, I'll break the rusher a lot, but the only time I actually run is if I have nothing to throw to and if I have a clear spot in front of me. Exactly. And you know how frustrating that is for a defense your rusher misses the quarterback and then you got to play defense behind a running quarterback who's still looking to throw. That's the deadliest thing in flag.
Absolutely. So Kevin can do that.
Yes,
He's got to learn to do that.
Definitely.
Red Sharks, who were, victorious in their week 1 tilt against Longhorns.
You know what? Because they beat a vet team, and they're out to a nice start. Georges Elliott-Voyer, my boy's on that team. I think he's one of the best. I'll just say he's the best route runner in 4B. This team, contender, easily. Luis Beijing just needs to develop, Simo.
I agree. Well, he's played, I think it's his 5th season as a quarterback. He plays in outdoor league.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They went undefeated last season outdoors. I'm not sure which league it is, but they went undefeated. They won the championship, I believe. Louis Beijing is actually he's an outdoors quarterback.
Okay.
His first season FBF.
Okay.
He's always injured. His ankles.
Yeah, I remember that in the spring.
If you can actually stay healthy enough to play flag football, they're a very good team. They're a contender for sure.
I like the input, Simo. I like that.
Les Affreux, who have had a few tough seasons recently.
Regressed big time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
But they changed quarterbacks though.
Who's their quarterback now?
Now they're playing with Lemieux instead of Domon.
So Domo's wide receiver?
Yes.
I think that helps the team because Domo's a pretty good athlete.
And,
definitely. Especially in Division 4.
Bellefeuille is probably the best rusher in the division, hands down.
Yeah.
This team, I'll say contender based on past history, but this year is make or break.
Fair enough.
Can I drop one? One team, I think?
Yeah.
Crimson Tide.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get there.
You had to get there.
I just want to rip on them because I just want to say, this team, I taught them how to play defense in the spring. I did.
You taught them,
I did.
Damn.
I brought in the defensive scheme, and they're using my defensive scheme now.
Okay, and they just left you hanging.
They left me hanging. Sammy Begg has developed to be one of the best players in this division.
Man, that guy used to be nobody.
Yeah, because
let's be honest.
Yeah,
he
because
used to be nobody.
TCO shaped him.
When he was playing with TCO, he wasn't one of the names you dropped when you named
No,
TCO.
that's true. But you
now
know what?
I watched him play with Crimson Tide. When we played against them in the midnight tournament.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
No, this season. I played against
them
with
Doug's
Tanner
team.
Marsh.
Tanner Marsh.
And Sammy Begg was making plays, man,
Listen,
all
man,
over the field. And then this guy shows up week 1 with 2 picks, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, 150 yards, eh? Listen, Sammy Begg has worked very hard to get himself in shape. He's played a lot of football. I've been alongside him the whole way. I'm proud to see how the player he's developed into. Probably going to win receiver of the year of this division. But I don't want to keep talking about him. Crimson Tide, if you win a championship, you owe me everything. Chris Pacino is still a developing quarterback, but I think he's going to polish himself. This year he's going to run more of that same Kevin Wyeth offense with the triple slants. Teams know it's coming, but they don't know how to stop it. Look out for a guy named Jeremy Peltier on this team, Concordia Stingers middle linebacker, as well as Sean Sobers, very good player. There's a guy on this team called Doug McKernan, but no one really knows about that guy. He talks a lot.
Sean Sober brought about a pick 6 from his own end zone.
Yeah, freak athlete, man. Freak athlete. Doug, you're washed. That's my rip on Crimson Tide. Thank you.
Do you feel better now?
I feel a lot better.
I was debating, going over there.
Yeah, I know.
Just to let you rant.
I had to. I had to get that off my chest.
But they're playing me next week, so we'll see if they're good or not.
Simo, if you beat them, scrap the junior chicken bet. I will buy you chalet barbecue for dinner.
Oh, shit. Really?
Speaking of Simo, friends with Benedict's, are they pretenders or contenders in your eyes?
Now that I just heard with the addition of Justin Blanchard on this team, big time contenders.
That roster is stacked.
Simo Dajne just has to play his game, and I know he can. Had a rough outing this week in Div 3, but can dominate Division 4B at the quarterback. Dominate. You're not eligible to win quarterback of the year in this division.
Nope. I play him 3. I play him 3.
Three. So, but anyway, Simo is gonna carve up defenses in 4B. They're not gonna see what's coming. The rest of the roster solid, tons of FPF experience. I think PZB, as much as it pains me to say this, PZ's gonna be.
He might win a championship this year.
I know.
Oh my God!
That's the thing. And
you know what he told me? He says, "I'll be the most hated FPF player for making you win championship."
No, I think him.
I
just
think
winning.
for himself winning.
Yeah,
I think.
himself winning. Me and James are putting the base god curse on PZ right
Well,
now.
honestly, our team, it's pretty solid. Like most of the rosters there is not our real roster because the guy couldn't show up for week 1.
Yeah.
But Nicolas Sarro was insane.
Yeah.
He's incredible talent. Corey Kennedy is amazing.
Yeah, Corey Kennedy I played against in lightweight, right?
And then you toss on top of that Justin Blanchard, and let's be honest, he's a decent snapper.
He's a good snap.
And,
Eagles on the team?
Yeah, Eagles on that team.
Eagle.
So Eagle running
It's the
that
media
defense. Okay, so listen, this team.
Well,
you guys don't,
now they're obvious contenders.
yeah,
Like,
big
now-
time. We can't
Now
say
they're
anything.
winning. Like,
Yeah, they're winning the whole thing. They got the inside of all
We're not
teams.
playing the rest of the season.
As long as Eagle keeps it simple defensively too, they'll win. Don't run all that stuff you run with Keyport.
Keyport
No,
lock.
Keyport lock.
it's
not
Hotline
Keyport.
some shit.
What's the pink team?
Hotline Gay Boys.
Hot Boys Hotline. Don't
yeah.
run all that
That's close.
fancy shooting stuff. Keep it simple, and you'll be in the playoffs in the conference finals minimum. 8-2, I'll give you guys.
8-2. So who we're losing to?
Okay, final team.
Go ahead, James.
Final team, Smash Bros.
Dominant receivers. That's what I'll say about this team. But the quarterback is really just about throwing the ball up for like jump balls. But I mean, it worked in Division E in the spring.
Yeah, but they lost Vincent Bastrach.
Oh,
which
did
was
they?
Oh, that's a big loss, yeah.
he
That's
plays
a
for
huge-
McGill
that's the
now,
guy I was thinking
and
about.
The McGill ban doesn't allow him to play.
Really? Okay.
They lost Bastrach, but they got their quarterback back.
This team is kind of like the spin-off of
Jonah
Anton
Cohen,
Sacker's
right?
team.
Is that his name? Yeah.
He missed all the playoffs because he left for something I don't remember. He missed all the playoffs. They had Eddie Rousseau playing quarterback for them in the playoffs. They actually made the finals and they lost to Looney Goons.
Looney Goons,
Right.
that's
E
right.
last spring. So now they're back with their quarterback, who was quarterback of the year in Div E by
Yeah,
a
he
long
was.
shot.
Oh, he killed it. He was
And
amazing.
Paul Santash had a
Paul
receiver of the
Santash
year.
is
Well,
a.
Santash was
He's a
the
sick player.
the Game Changers receiver, right? So yeah,
This
he's,
is the
he's
spin-off
very
of
good.
the Game Changers team.
Right.
So I mean, they'll be there. I'll say contender based on success they had in E, and I think they have enough talent to hang in B.
They have a very
Okay.
tough schedule as well.
Oh, do
Saying
they?
they're playing the U next week. Friends with Bandits,
Balls
week 4,
Deep's still a good
Red
team.
Sharks, All Black,
Yeah, that's
and Les
not-
Affreux. They have
That's
a
not
tough
easy.
schedule.
Wow.
They
And
play a
Jays
lot of
too?
they play a lot of the top dogs.
All right, there's a good measuring stick though. That's what you want.
Exactly. That's what you want to be battle tested
Exactly.
for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Okay, so quickly let's go through the winner of each division, and then we're gonna go one championship winner for each of us. Okay, so
Okay, perfect.
division winner in Conference A East.
I'll say A squad. I like A squad in that conference. Yeah, in that group.
Conference A West.
Even though I ripped on him before, I'm gonna say, show me your TDs, and Mike Adona does it. Wins
Okay.
himself a division banner.
I'm rooting for them. I hope they do.
Me too. Prove me wrong.
We should have
Conference-
different conference banners. We should.
That's a good idea, Rob. We want conference banners. Rob's ignoring me.
Rob's not happy right now.
No, he's not.
Conference B East.
Crimson Tide, and if you guys don't win this division, you owe me sandwiches for life.
I'm going the U all the way.
for life. Like
Life.
Uh,
the U?
I'm going the
Over
U to
Crimson
Yeah,
Tide?
I'm going the U. I'm pulling for the underdogs. Yeah, I mean not that they're a bad team, but I'm just saying like
They
I
are
want
kind of
them-
underdogs in that.
underdogs in that division. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Conference B West.
I'm gonna say friends with the Benedicts. I said they're going.
You just added a the.
Oh,
in
with
there?
the. Well, I mean that's what it
The
is.
Be- it's not
That's, I mean,
Benedicts.
we discussed
It's like
about
the
the
Benedicts.
It's
All right, got you.
You guys are definitely winning that division.
They're
and
probably going out to eat right after this podcast.
That's true.
probably.
No chalet barbecue though.
I need to win.
Yeah, you need to win.
get that.
You need to win.
Okay, Brent. Who's? I'm not gonna ask Simon because he's gonna say his own team. So
No, I won't. Let's
You
be
don't-
honest. I'm not. I never tell my own team.
No, Simon keeps it 100. He does.
okay, bye. If you guys don't win the championship, who's winning the
winning?
championship?
Honestly, if Louis Bégin stays healthy, I'll say Red Sharks just because
Really?
I want to
Okay.
bash against Red Crimson Tide. But if there's one team that's favored right now, it's Crimson Tide, just because they put up 50 points on the
Just
first
took my
week.
pick.
But I think they're gonna lose in the playoffs. I think they're gonna
So
be
they're not gonna win
favored.
the
They're gonna be
championship.
The absence of Brent Callender might play something in that.
no, but they're gonna be like 9-1 in the playoffs, and
Yeah.
they're gonna lose in the playoffs before the conference finals.
So
like in the
Peyton
second
Manning.
round.
All right. I'm gonna say Crimson Tide as well, but if I had to put a second team that I thought behind it, I'm gonna say friend with Benedicts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the U because I have a huge man crush on them.
I like
And if not, then I'll probably go with. I hate to say it, but friends with Benedicts.
Simon's loving.
So he's got that pressure on him now.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take a short little break, let you guys warm up, and we'll be back right after with the quarterback index of Division 4.
Woo, woo.
Welcome, nation. Let's bring up our hats one more time because they're so nice.
Let them know.
Look,
Arizona,
look
it's
at
coming.
That.
Arizona,
look at that.
It's coming.
That's 2014. This is 2015. This is the shit right
Can I
here.
just say there's 3 championship teams at this table? We got the Predators.
We got the Predators.
We got TCO.
TCO.
We have Green Bay.
We have Green Bay.
But Simo Dajne has this many championships.
Zero. A big
Goose
zero.
eggs. Goose eggs.
I'm not on the camera, so I don't.
Okay,
really count.
nice recovery. Nice
Gotcha.
recovery.
Gotcha. Let's skip into the quarterback index of Division 4. So let's start off with 4A calendar. So at number 5, we got Shea Harbor for the 69ers.
Big time player, amazing receivers. Dean Demetriou. Is that how you say it?
Dean Demetriou.
Dean
Yeah.
Demetriou is really good receiver. The rest of them are really great too. Shea is all he's got to do is keep it simple. He's got a great arm talent. Reads the field pretty well. Just don't let the chirp get to you, and you're going to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks easily this season.
Absolutely, I definitely agree. I've seen him throw. He has a good arm, and he's been around for a while. So I think the 69ers will be dangerous. And like you said, you mentioned Dean.
Yeah.
Dean is an awesome player.
Exactly.
And
the rest of the receivers complement
Absolutely.
Dean amazingly. So he just got to keep it simple.
Absolutely. Number 4 for the Eskimo brothers, Zach Stokowski.
Zach Stokowski. I mean, when you got Sean Steen on your team, keep it simple. I keep saying keep it simple, but I know it sounds cliche, but don't do anything outside the scope. Get the ball to Steen early, make defenses force up on him, and then your other receivers will complement Steen really well.
I actually saw a name on the Eskimo brothers that I recognized, Joey Fulginiti. Yeah, no, he hasn't played this league before. I went to high school with this kid. And watch for him. He played for the North Shore Lions and the Mustangs and all that. And anyways, point being, he played DB.
Yeah,
he's a great player. Watch for him, dangerous player. In his first game, I think he had a 1 catch. It was a bomb, 40-yard bomb, and he had a pick, I think, 2 as well. So that's a player to watch.
All right,
on that team. Let's skip to number 3. We got
in the bronze.
Exactly. We got Jake Applebaum for Recipe for Disaster.
A little bit of a conflict of interest here because not too many people might have agreed with this pick, but I think making it to the finals in a very competitive Div 4 last winter makes him an automatic lock to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks.
He's got a great team around him too.
Yeah, I mean Ryan Aridi is a Division 2 caliber. He plays Division 2.
Jad Aridi
is a defensive player, multiple defensive player of the year winner.
Got my buddy Adam Rockman on that
Adam
team.
Rockman's very underrated
Solid,
as
yeah.
well.
Let's not forget
Jake-
Boost.
What?
Kevin Bustani.
Kevin Bustani,
Kevin
of course.
Bustani, my
Yeah.
boy. Yeah.
Of course.
Jake could throw the ball. Most of the time you'd say go short, but Jake could throw deep to all those guys we just named. And when you make
Absolutely.
defenses back up on you, then Jake could pick. If Jake just doesn't try to be
Doesn't
too fancy,
force it.
don't
Doesn't
force
force
it. I
it
know
deep.
it sounds cliche, right?
Yeah.
We keep saying it, but don't force it.
Because
And
that was Jake's problem, right? He threw a lot of picks.
yeah, especially in the finals. That's
Yeah.
really what caught up to him. So Jake, you're the number 3 best quarterback in our opinion. So make us
Make
look
it happen
good.
this
Yeah,
year.
Make us look good.
Number 2, we got Sammy Feder for the Coyotes.
How many years has he been playing in flag? Probably, I'd say over 5-6 years, easily.
Well, I don't know
And
about years, but seasons, probably.
years,
Okay.
Seasons. And you had mentioned before you saw him when you played him in a playoff game. You could see something
Yeah.
building up with that team. He's a really smart quarterback. Keeps it very simple, and I mean, he'll be there at the end of the year as he's easily going to throw 45 touchdowns. I'd say easily.
Very solid. As long as he doesn't focus in too much on his brother, I
That's
think if
But
the key to
he's
him
gone away from his brother a little bit more as
progressively,
seasons- yeah,
exactly. And I think if he keeps doing that, he'll keep growing
His
as a
brother has
quarterback.
4 touchdowns already.
TCO's defense didn't help that cause. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm saying in games where his brother is covered, where the defense actually goes to cover his
Cover
brother,
him,
then
yeah.
he needs to find other receivers. And our number 1 quarterback, drum roll please, Anthony Beauchamp-Freza for Les Malouds.
I mean, what, Simon? Could you tell the people what you told us before when we were discussing the table? How he's a great athlete. You know,
I know Louis-Philippe Paquette from Les Malouds,
Yeah.
and Beauchamp-Freza is an amazing athlete. He's an incredible DB. He's an amazing receiver, but he's not a quarterback. That season, what happened is when they had Beauchamp's quarterback, they won, they lost, it went up and down and lost in the playoffs.
yeah.
And Beauchamp didn't have his best games. This season he comes up, I was doubting him. I said in my article I was doubting him, and he shows up with 6 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah.
So listen,
You lit the
Very
fire.
impressive start.
if he can keep it up and have that kind of play every week, this team can go places. But it all comes down to the quarterback. If he can't feed his athletes because this team is loaded,
It's quarterback-driven
down to it.
league.
I think it's kind of fitting that he's number 1 because then he's got, like how you just said, he's probably got the most pressure on him as a quarterback in this division.
but his
You're saying he could
receivers
be-
are so good that he doesn't need to do much. As
Exact-
long as he
that's-
keeps it
I think
simple
he has the
and
best roster in
feeds his
division,
guys
so.
on. Let them do the thing. Let them do their thing and just be there for them. You're gonna win games. But if you try to do it yourself and, as P says, the whole hero mode where you try to do it everything yourself.
That's a good line. I
that's
like
when,
that.
That's when they
Absolutely.
fuck up.
All right.
Big words from Simon Dagenet.
Simon Dagenet, dropping knowledge.
Let's go to our top 5 in 4B.
Go ahead.
So at number 5, we got Hai-Min Lua Pennington
The
of
Chad, we're
FBF.
using that. I like it. The Chad Pennington, very fitting. He's a better game manager than people give him credit for. He's really smart. Doesn't throw many interceptions. His team will be there at the end of the year. It's can he conquer his demons of choking? I'm going to say choking in the playoffs because every time the game matters in the playoffs, he tends to overthink it. Like, you know how quarterbacks say you got to have the right mindset. Like 3rd down, you got to get this many yards. He sometimes overanalyzes things. He's too analytical about it and then makes the big mistake.
Okay.
But he's still a great quarterback. Just we keep saying it, but keep it simple. Like, do what you do and don't get too crazy. Especially in 4B. He's got the experience, man. Like, if he's not there at the end of the year, it's an embarrassment to him.
Number 4, let's go Dustin White for the U.
I think you should talk because you're the U fan. So I mean,
I am the U fan.
I
I am
haven't
the U
given
fan.
them that much love. So
Honestly, I think this is a case where this guy has a good arm. He can throw it deep. He can throw it short. But I also think that, his roster is stacked too. And it's another case where if Dustin can just feed his players and find the open receiver and not do anything stupid by forcing any balls, I think they'll be fine. I think he'll have a very good season, and I think they'll be there at the end.
over and under 35 touchdowns.
Over. I think he hits 40.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Love it. Let's go number 3, Jonathan Lemieux for Les Affreux. Yeah.
Jonathan Lemieux, a little suspect to be on this list, me personally, but I think he's good. Putting him on this list will give him more of a reason to prove himself to us. Great talent around him, Daniel Belfoy, Matt Domont, etc. I mean,
He's the completion ratio guy. He always puts up like
Yeah.
25 passes for 28 attempts.
He's very
This guy
efficient.
doesn't
Well,
throw
that's a
incompletes.
bit mental there, 25 for 28, but
I've score kept his games.
Well, yeah,
he doesn't
okay.
throw incompletes.
yeah.
but he also only throws 2-yard outs.
Yes, but it works. So,
All right.
Well, 4 times 2 equals 8. That's not a first down. Come on, Simo. Come on, man. Do some math. Yeah, so let's go to number 2, which brings us to Chris Paisano.
Chris Paisano, a.k.a. young wannabe Kevin Wyeth, basically. Because he runs the same offense. No, Chris is a really good quarterback. This year, it's going to be, can he make throws in windows? In the spring,
in tight windows,
in
right?
tight windows, yeah.
That's when you're going up divisions. That's what you got to learn to do.
Exactly.
And sometimes when you keep going up, it's even throwing the receiver open. Right?
To a spot, right?
To a
you're
spot.
not throwing when the receivers are. You're throwing when anticipation.
Exactly.
Can Chris anticipate? Say, by the way, over 50 touchdowns. Over? I'm going to say
over 50.
Yeah, over 50.
That's a big number.
Over
That's
50.
a big number. And number 1. Let's go another drum roll, please. It's in Division 3.
Exactly.
So, to me,
listen, you know what? I'm sitting between 2 quarterbacks. I'm in like an uncomfortable zone. You two should be just giving it to him right now. Like, Simo, what does Lube need to do? Like, does he need to change his play call? Does he need to do what we said and run less? Does he need to?
He needs to stress less. That's the thing.
He needs to stress less. He needs to keep his cool.
I've played a lot with him.
He needs to be calm, exactly,
because he needs to calm down. When he doesn't put the game on his shoulders, he's amazing.
But in 4B, I think Kevin Lube can put the game on his shoulders.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
4B.
No, never.
No?
Never put your game on the shoulders. You're a quarterback. You should feed your athletes, not try to do it yourself.
Okay.
That's the thing about being a quarterback.
But he won't feel that pressure in 4B.
Thank you.
Is what I'm trying to say.
That's
like,
exactly
it's not Division 3, and it's not even like you don't have the top 4 teams, the top 4A teams, right? So you're in 4B. I think Kevin Lubin will have a successful season.
Me too.
And okay, let's go to predictions.
All right, let's go.
Predictions this week. Let's open up 4A. I'll just list the games. You give me the winner. I'll give you my winner, and then let's go Playground Coyotes.
Coyotes
as well.
Easily.
Recipe for Disaster, David Hurley, Pet Detective.
Game of the week, I'll give it
Absolutely.
to David Hurley, Pet Detective.
I'll go same way.
Plus,
I think the defense shuts down Recipe for Disaster.
I'll put the spread at -4.
Thank you for that
The
spread.
Mo-Con spread. I mean, he's not here, so.
Jaeger Bomb, 69ers.
69ers.
Same here, 69ers. Team Ethnic, Bearskins.
Bearskins, because I showed no love to Ethnic, so.
Bearskins pulls out a close one.
Yeah.
Brothers, Frosty Bronsons.
James Nowakowski is Mini Gronk is gonna do his thing and win this game.
Ooh, upset. Okay,
Yeah.
Upset call. I go Brothers. Eskimo Brothers, still teamless.
Eskimo Brothers, speed.
Eskimo Bros all the way. The Fellowship of the Ring, Backyard Bullies.
Backyard Bullies need this game. They won't lose.
Absolutely. Vinny and Humes will put the team on their backs.
Yeah.
They win. Warhawks Zoo.
I like Frank K, man. I can't pick against my boys, so I'm going Frank.
I definitely can pick against him because he throws a lot of picks.
Salt!
He's a nice guy, but I'm picking against him. I go Warhawks on this one.
Okay.
Les Malud, Brocasian.
Malud.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy win.
Yeah.
I say Malud by 10. Malud by 10.
Oh, okay.
Top season, 5-star.
If Anton Sakis is there, this game will be a lot closer, but I still pick 5-star.
5-star. Top season will not reach 16 points.
Wow.
No name, D's nuts.
I'm going to say D's nuts. Dao's got to bring it together and win this.
Right.
D's nuts.
Sorry, what's your pick?
D's nuts.
D's nuts.
D's
Okay, I'll go with D's nuts more. Let's go final game on 4A. Cougars against TCO, a.k.a. Tony's Championship Orphans.
That's right. I can't pick, so Simo.
Cougars.
I like it.
But Cougars by less than a touchdown. So like 4, 3.
You're putting the spread around 4
points. I would put the spread at, let's say, 5.5.
5.5.
So
okay.
Cougars win, but they don't cover the spread.
Okay.
I go TCO, Packer Nation all the way, baby.
Hey,
I got your back, Brett. I got your back. And picks in Division 4B.
Right,
actually, let's give one lock. One lock for 4A quickly.
One lock for 4A.
Very quickly, yeah.
I'm going to say Coyotes Playground. Because that's a good game between 2 contending teams, but I'll pick Coyotes in that one.
I'm going 5-star. Lock of the week. Watch for it.
Your quarterback protege, Jordan Moses. My boy.
My boy.
All right, let's go.
4B, yeah. 4B, V-Nation Hooligans.
Hooligans, Jeff Brown and his brother. I mean, good team right there.
I go V-Nation. Mean Machine, Golden Flashes.
Mean Machine. It's that team name, too.
I'll go with Mean Machine as well. Jays, Les Affreux.
Oh, I got to go with my boy Hyman. Jays.
Ooh.
Jays on my feet.
I'm picking our number 3 quarterback to beat our number 5 quarterback. Les Affreux wins this one.
Keep the knowledge.
Suicide Squad against Red Sharks.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'm going number 1 quarterback.
Number 1 quarterback. Lube, let's go. Let's go.
He steps up this week. Suicide wins it. Bromigos, balls deep.
Balls deep.
Yeah, you like it balls deep.
That was quick, too. No hesitation.
Renegades, show me your titties.
All right, we got to filter James here. Show me your TDs in this one. Yeah, show me your TDs.
Did they win?
Yeah, they win. Show me your TDs.
I think
wins.
Adana has 5 touchdowns, no picks.
Wow.
They win it.
All right.
Friends with Benedicts, Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide. All
See how
day.
fast he said benefits?
Benefit. Well, everyone's going to say that all year, Simon.
Yeah, it just looks like that. I go Crimson Tide. They win a close one, a
I'll
tight defensive battle.
I'll put the
in this
spread at 3 points, and Crimson Tide will cover.
We're playing for chicken here, so.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
careful.
point.
Oh,
Yeah,
Crimson Tide, let's go 30-27.
Okay, nice.
Longhorns, A squad.
Longhorns.
Longhorns get off the schneid, they
Yeah.
win. Sandlot Saints, local 89ers.
Local 89ers. I got to go with my boy Crompton. He can't be bad at quarterback 2 weeks in a row.
All right, I'm going to trust you on this one. I'll
All
go
right,
local
thank
89ers.
you.
The U Smash Bros, you already know my pick.
Yeah, we already know James' pick, so I'm going to take Smash Bros. Just because Santash, I think he'll be solid in this game.
Got you. Yo, Dustin, Josh, do me right. War Pigs, Keyport Lock.
I'll say Keyport Lock.
Keyport Lock, yeah, their offense is too good for War Pigs.
Yep.
Mud Dogs, all black.
Mud Dogs. Mud Dogs. No one gets that reference?
No.
Waterboy? Come on, guys. The Waterboy. No?
Shut up, Brian.
Okay, all right.
It's a great movie,
Yeah,
but I
it's
don't
a
remember
great-
that part,
okay.
unfortunately.
Mud Dogs.
I'll go Mud Dogs just because you brought up the Water
Nice,
Boy.
nice.
And your lock of the week is?
Lock of the week is Crimson Tide.
Really? In that tough game?
Yeah, because I bet
don't
against the
wanna pay
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, because I don't want to pay chicken.
Wow.
That's fair.
Okay. My
Your
lock?
lock?
Yeah, my lock of the week is show me your TDs.
5 TDs, Adana. You better. I'm
Yeah.
going to go 5 TDs, but I'll say under.
Adona's throwing
I'll say under.
Adona's throwing 6 this week.
Wow. Simon taking the over.
Ooh, okay.
At least 6, but I'm saying 6 and like 1 pick, but
Okay,
he's
gotcha.
throwing 6.
All right.
Brand, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Early in the season, don't panic, boys. Keep doing your thing.
Unison, right here. We got this.
Simon doesn't
Packers
look
all the
happy.
way.
Packers all the way.
Championship team right here. Go Pack, go. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. For Brent Gallagher, my name is James Soriani. Thank you again for joining us, and see you next week.
Peace.
Later.